This is Alfredo, and he's on a mission to save his restaurant from the evil Mr. Tortilla. Hello, everybody. I'm Caleb Pelham, and today I'll be talking to you about how my newest game, which is a Pizza Tower fan game known as the Taco Temples. Now, I actually made a post about this game talking about how I need some music for it. And I figured I might as well use this video to tell you the parts I need music about. So, here you go. Now, this video will also give you insight about how some of the characters, levels, and other stuff for World 1. And even give you some talk about some characters. I figured it would only be fitting to talk about Alfredo's gang of miscreants first. Oh wait, we'll get back to him later. We might as well talk about our main man, Alfredo, first. He is his Peppino's pet hedgehog. And he owns his own restaurant, the Taco Tempura. In the Taco Tempura, animals from all over the world can come over and eat delicious tacos. Despite the place also serves chicken Alfredo, which is why he's called Alfredo. Speaking of which, another thing you should note is that whenever our boy eats chicken Alfredo, he turns into what is called Super Alfredo. With this power, he can run extremely fast. So fast even that wait a second. He can take out enemies with one hit. And now, on to his pals. First up, we're going to start with Lando the Rocket. Oh wait. As you can see, Lando is a rocket, so he can fly. Isn't flying fun? And when double jumping, he can go even higher up into the air. And he floats for a little bit before coming down to the ground. Just make sure not to fall into a vat of spikes. 'Cause that's not good at all. Next up we have Big the Rat, a parody of Big the Cat. Now, Big the Rat is a lot different from Big the Cat. And it's because he doesn't really exercise that much. Meaning that he falls a little bit faster than most of the characters. But he can and do damage to enemies by touching them, which is good. Also for that guy in the UI on the top, we'll get to him later. Now onto World 1. Back here, we will talk about how the 5th and 6th characters, Bessie and Peppino Jr. They have their own little special stage, and when playing it, you will unlock coins to give to Mr. McNoise, who is right here. We'll talk about him afterwards. Anyways, let me begin. So Peppino Jr. and Bessie, he have to travel upwards, and fight off some enemies. Now Bessie is pretty cool. She's draggable, and she can also be used as a spring to bounce Peppino Jr. up really high. And she can take out enemies in one hit. Pretty cool, right? Now here's some gameplay footage. Now the one issue with using her is that sometimes she gets stuck at the bottom of the screen, and you have to go get her. Which I gotta admit gets kind of annoying after a while. Believe me. And now on to the most essential character in all of the game. Meet Mr. McNoise. Now, Mr. McNoise is needed to purchase boss gates, which can allow you to progress. Now, he has 2 boss gates. Now, here, you can pay in 2 ways. You can pay in coins, or you can pay in G coins. This game was made in Julian's editor, so there are two different kinds of currency. And you can't really make your own currency, so you're kind of stuck with that. Yeah. And that marks most of the characters. Now let's talk about Burrito Bob. Burrito Bob is replaces his Pillow John in my game. Now, Burrito Bob looks like is a giant burrito with his John's face. Yes, you heard me right. Now, there was an older version made of him that I scrapped, known as Rusty McCrusty. He's basically just a giant slab of metal that is extremely rusty. But I scrapped him because he looked too much like Pillow John. However, the stone boots, these little statues here, that are found in this stage, Krusty Husty Cave, are actually recycled versions of McCrusty. Yeah, Caleb, way to use to reuse. And speaking of reuse, I know you've been looking at this blue laptop so far. This is the save laptop, and when you press this, and when you interact with it, it saves your game. Pretty cool, huh? In the original Pizza Tower, this computer was used to look at your stats. However, in this game, it's used to save your game. Of course, we can't always have nice things, which allows us to move on to our main enemies. First up is Cream Goop, who is a giant piece of sour cream. He basically patrols around the map. That's all he does. He can be easily taken out by your chicken Alfredo powers. The German moles, however, are a different story. These guys are little moles that pop out of the ground, kind of like spikes, and have a giant spike-shaped banana that can haunt you. However, they are actually the most annoying and tedious enemy in the entire game. And I should know because I made the game, and these guys are still the most annoying. Like they can take away your cool powers, and you can't kill them. They have infinite health. But I'm not giving them a debuff, so don't even bother asking. Next up, we have the friendly Henley taco sauce foamers. These guys walk around the ancient hot sauce area. They don't do any damage, but you can walk on their heads. And instead of hurting you, they just push you out of the way. They're very scary, but actually, they're not scary at all. In fact, they're scared. Please don't hold them. Now let's talk about the ticked off sun, who also appears in the ancient in the ancient hot sauce level. He basically flies around and follows you, dropping taco sauce foamers from the sky. They get pretty annoying after a while. There was, however, a cancelled version of it, known as the Golden Sun. Now you can still find this Golden Sun. Here's how. In the hub world, hold, nearby, hi, Mr. McNoise. Keep walking forward until you see this area, with this pair of lips. Knock over the block that head is blocking it, and touch the hips, and you'll see this sign. Click it, and you'll go here, known as the Golden Sun's Retreat. And there he is, the Golden Sun. He's actually way different from the original Golden Sun. As now he doesn't attack you, and he just jumps around, plotting his next plan of vengeance. You do you, Golden Sun. I'm going back. Next up, we have the zombies. These guys appear in the graveyard stage. They're actually pretty hard. You can't actually kill them. And if you touch them, you'll end up getting turned into a new transformation, which is Zombie Alfredo. He's still invincible like normal Alfredo, but he moves at a painfully slow pace and humps very low. And if you touch a zombie, you turn into this thing. Then you have to go and find a bowl of chicken Alfredo and turn back, so this way you can escape. And you want to know what's dispensing these guys? It's called the Zombie Moon. This guy functions similar to the ticked off sun, except this time, instead of hopping down taco sauce foamers, he drops down zombies. He's shockingly very fast and can follow you around the whole map if you're not careful. So you gotta hurry, and you gotta hurry fast. Now you're probably wondering, where the toppings at? Well, here they are. Now, due to the real limitations of Julian's editor, I had to alter the way you play the stages. Now you have to say at least one topping in order to beat the stage. There are 4 toppings in total: beef, cheese, taco sauce, and sour cream. And I'm not adding in any more. Okay? I'm just not. Now, the way they work is like this. See these blocks right here? You can't break them. Only a top hopping can break them. However, they are draggable, which means you can just drag them towards one and it'll get destroyed instantly. However, if you do this, you need to have if you do this, you'll need to bring at least 4 because these guys are slow. And you'll need and the time moves pretty fast. So you need to collect 4. So this way, if one falls behind, you'll still have more. Next, we have character cards. Now, in the game, character cards are collected to switch your character in certain stages, mostly in World 2. There are 3 cards. If you get Alfredo's card, then you'll just turn into regular Alfredo. Not superpowered Alfredo, regular Alfredo. Collect this card and you'll turn into Big the Rat. And collect this card and you'll turn into Randall Rocket. See, they're all useful. You don't know which one you'll get until you touch that thing. You don't know which one you'll get. So it's kind of a guessing game. Now we're going to talk about a character that isn't going to make it into the game until update. This guy, he's called Monito. And he's basically the noise for this game. Now, this is just a beta design. His design might change in the update, but this is his design for now. How? As you can see, he looks like Mr. Stick, but he's wearing a green outfit with little gliders on it, and with a little money sign on his chest. He also wears a mask. I'd say he looks okay, I guess. I'm not entirely proud of the way he came out, but I guess he looks okay. Now, you're probably wondering, who is the first boss of the game? Well, let me show you. It's none other than Greasy. Who's Greasy, you ask? Well, he basically takes the role of Pepperman in this game. And as you can see, the boss fight begins. Now Greasy is a giant rolling ball of grease. He chases you around and does all kinds of stuff. And these 2 pipes on either side, they actually dispense out these things, known as graffiti. They do damage. And they're all no health packs because it gives you more than enough health to at least last you the boss. So unless you're really bad at the game, you gotta watch. Unless you're really good at the game, you gotta watch out for these things. And here's me fighting him. Now, while you could just stand in place and shoot, hoot. You see, if you're thinking about standing in place and just shooting him, that might work if you're not trying to do a no-hit run. Because if you are trying to do a no-hit run, standing in place is a terrible idea. Because then one of the graffitis could kill you. And boom, we have finished the demo. Oh wait, I almost forgot about Tortilla Face. He actually replaces the role of Pizza Face in this game. He'll chase you down, and blah blah blah, do the usual. And for now, he just spawns where Bob is and chases after you. But I'm trying to rework it so this way he'll either spawn where you are, or he'll spawn at the beginning of the stage. Anyways, guys, that'll conclude who'd look at the beta version of my newest game. I am going to be making full 2 very soon. But if y'all can make music for the game, that'll be very awesome. Thank you and goodbye.